Hello students, today we are here with our next lecture of human reproduction, that is the process of lactation. Lactation is the process of formation, secretion and ejection of milk from mother's body. This is the process of formation, secretion and ejection of milk from mammary glands of the mother. This process takes place after the birth of a child. Okay? This will take place after the birth of a child. When the child has delivered or the birth of child will take place, after that the level of estrogen and progesterone will decreases in the body, because after the birth of a child the placenta has lost. Clear? The placenta has been lost, and we know that the placenta is going to secrete the progesterone hormone during the continuation of the pregnancy. After the birth of child, the placenta has been lost, so the level of progesterone will decreases in the body, as well as the level of estrogen is also decreases. So this decreased level of progesterone and estrogen will stimulate the anterior lobe of pituitary gland. It stimulates the anterior lobe of pituitary gland for the secretion of prolactin. This prolactin hormone is responsible for the production of milk. So this decreased level of progesterone and estrogen stimulates the anterior lobe of pituitary gland for the secretion of prolactin hormone. After that, the pituitary gland is going to secrete the prolactin hormone, and this prolactin hormone stimulates the epithelial cells of alveoli of mammary gland. This will stimulate the epithelium cells of the alveoli of the mammary gland, and after that the process of milk secretion is taking place, which is called as lactogenesis. Clear? This is the first step. First step, that is called as milk secretion. Lactation is going to complete in the two steps. First one is milk secretion and second one is the milk ejection. So this is the first step. At the time of pregnancy, the mammary glands of the females has been enlarged, and after the birth of a child, when the level of progesterone and estrogen decreases in the body, at that time this decreased level stimulates the anterior pituitary for the secretion of prolactin, and after the secretion of prolactin, this will stimulate the epithelium cells of the alveoli of mammary gland, and it will stimulate the process of lactogenesis. This is the process of milk secretion. But here one more process is there, that is called as galactogenesis. Galactogenesis is the process of maintenance of continuous secretion of the blood. This is only the process which is called as galactogenesis. After that, the process of maintaining the continuous secretion of milk, that is called as galactogenesis. It is the maintenance of continuous secretion of milk. So this is the process called as galactogenesis, and this process will regulated by some hormones, that is growth hormones, thyroxine hormone, cortisols. Growth hormone will regulate this process. Second one is thyroxine hormone, is also helps to regulation of the process. And third one is cortisols are also help in the formation of the regulation of the process of galactogenesis. So this is the process of galactogenesis. After the process of milk secretion, the next process which going to take place, that is called as milk ejection. This milk ejection is under the control of a hormone that is called as oxytocin hormone. Second, the whole lactation process is an neuroendogenic process, neuroendocrine process, we can say that. The next step is called as milk ejection. After the process of milk secretion in the mammary glands, the next process or the next phase is going to take place, that is milk ejection. This will also influenced by an hormone that is called as oxytocin hormone, and this process starts when the infant is start to suckling the nipples of the mammary gland. Now this is a reflex action. Clear? When the infant is going to suck the nipples, then the mammary glands are going to contract, because the oxytocin hormone is responsible for the contraction of the mammary glands. This will stimulate the contraction in the uterus also at the time of labor pain, and this will stimulate the contraction of the mammary glands. So when the contraction is caused in the mammary glands or the muscles of the mammary gland by suckling the nipples, then the ejection of milk is going to take place. So this is takes place after the this oxytocin causes contractions in the muscles of mammary glands. And when the infant is going to suck the nipples, then the ejection of milk is going to take place. Now the one important term is also there, that is colostrum. What is colostrum? Very important question for our exam point of view. Colostrum is the initially secreted milk. It is initially secreted milk which takes place at the time of initial 2-3 days after the birth of child. This milk is very nutritious and it is rich in IgA antibodies. Now, it is very essential for the newly born baby because it has IgA antibodies, which antibodies provide passive immunity to the infant's body. One type of antibody that is called as IgG antibody, which passes through the placenta from mother's body to the fetus body, and the second type of antibody, that is IgA antibody. This antibody comes through the colostrum in the fetus body, because when the fetus is coming outside of the mother's body, it has to be the capacity to fight against the diseases, because its body starts producing antibodies after a few months. At that time, the antibodies which are provided by mother's body is going to be fight against the diseases in the infant's body. That's why this milk is very essential for the newly born infant. It is yellowish in color, pale yellowish or creamish in color. Clear? So this have to be remembered, what is colostrum and which type of antibody it has. Now, what is the composition of the milk? The milk which is secreted by the mother's body, what is its composition? Mainly, the milk is having complete type of nutrition for the infant body. It has water, it has protein, that is casein protein present in the milk, lactalbumins present in the milk, lactalbumins. These are the proteins present in the milk. So the milk is rich in protein, as well as the milk also having carbohydrates, it means the sugars, and in milk lactose sugar is present. It is having lactose sugar. Many types of minerals are also present in this milk, and fat is also there in the form of oil droplets. It means the mother's milk is having all the nutritive substances required for the growth of a newly born baby. That's why the mother milk is very much required for the body of the infant. This is a reflex action when the infant is going to suck the nipples of the mammary glands, then the ejection of milk will take place. This is an emotional process also. When the baby is start crying, then also the ejaculation of milk will take place, the mammary glands of the mother. It is a neuroendocrine process. Clear? This is all about the process of lactation. After that, we will discuss about the reproductive disorders or the disorders related to the reproductive system. About this, we will discuss in our next lecture. Clear? Thank you very much.